Hi, beautiful people. So we want to discuss about due diligence as it relates to landed property. As it relates to landed property. Purchase of landed property. What is due diligence? Due diligence is basically investigation of title covering the landed property we intend to buy. We all know world over that to buy a landed property, it's a lot of money. It costs a arm and a leg. Even if it's mortgage, we know how much that we're going to be paying back instrumentally to the bank, and we are going to be paying interest on it, though the funds are spread over time to be paid instrumentally that to the bank with interest. That's a lot of money. And also when we have the funds, maybe we have saved over time, over a long period of time, or we were able to sell some contracts that we now have some large proceeds of money due to the performance of the contracts that we won and all. We know that getting a property is a whole lot. So we don't just want to put a whole lot of that money to be lost. That is the importance of due diligence when it comes to purchasing landed property. We want to ensure that the person we are dealing with in a land purchase transaction is the right people that has the power to transfer the possessory rights in the land that we intend to pay money for. So when we are talking about registered title, it is a bit narrowed down because it is registered, already established in black and white in respective lands registry in each state. For instance, properties that are in Ikoyi, there's a law that covers that governs the activities of such property, and the laid down principle there can actually be found in section 31 of the Registration of Titles Law of Lagos State. That provides provision points us to the procedure that before you approach the land registry, you need the consent of the seller of the property, the purchaser, in the bid to carry out due diligence, needs the consent of the seller of the property he intends to buy. You will take that consent with the necessary information to land registry, okay, and do the investigation of the root of title of the property you want to buy, in ensuring that the person that you intend to buy the property from, which is the seller, is the actual owner of the property. That is due diligence. So when we now want to talk about unregistered title, which covers family conveyance, family lands, it's a bit wide and there's no laid down rules to it because it is governed by the owners of the land, who are the first settlers on the land, who usually are the family. So, but customarily, the family usually have their delegates that they've given power to sell the family land on behalf of the family. So that is why you will need, it is advisable you have you go to the person that intends to sell an unregistered title land to you. You go with a lawyer so that the lawyer would ask necessary questions from the person you're dealing with in order to ensure that, is this person one of the delegates of the family, the first settlers on the land? Is this person their delegate? Is this person the family head or some principal members of the family that the family has given the right and the power to sell their land on their behalf? When a lawyer accompanies you to such meetings, the lawyer will be able to ask necessary questions.